from the North Bridge, the new M Bridge, and you see the landscape of the city. It's beautiful. And, of course, there's the product. There's the Poppy's Pills, their number one seller. There's the Godhopper, the Pale Ale. There's the Amber Lager Thaddeus. There is the Belga style, if you like Blue Moon, Belgian-style wheat ale called Belga. Can't beat it. You can't beat the grounds. You can't beat the experience. That's Grind City Brewing, taking care of beerness in Memphis. To Baton Rouge we go, and our friend Ron Higgins, our SEC historian. I mentioned this earlier. Memphis was in the USA Today, not the coaches poll, but in the two writers put out a way too early top 25 for football. Memphis was the number one group of five team at 25. There's another poll that just came out, and this is actually based on some sort of data. It's the top teams in overall basketball transfer portal activity. This comes from evanmaya.com. The number one transfer portal activity in the country actually came at Indiana, Louisville, Missouri, Michigan. Kentucky's 5. Well, that's because everybody's leaving. Then Kansas, Baylor, Arkansas, where everybody's coming in that Kentucky class, and some other transfers. Then Ole Miss is 9. Memphis is 10th in that poll. Wow. LSU, Ron Higgins, not in the top 10 in transfer portal activity. People are happy there, apparently. Good morning.
Not in basketball, men's basketball?
Yeah.
They're probably not in the top 2,000, actually.
What now? Say that again?
They're probably not in the top 2,000 in transfers. They get average talent. They don't buy anybody of consequence. And so subsequently, they're going to keep getting their butt beat for years to come.
Wow. So they miss Will Wade is what you're saying.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely miss Will Wade. It was illegal, but say this, the man knew how to buy players. And he knew how to get fans' enthusiasm. That McMahon's he's a good ex-Doe guy. He's a nice guy, but he attracts average talent. And from what I see, the class he's got coming in, the class he had last year, it improves a little bit by bit every year, but it can't touch teams like, Alabama is killing the portal as far as I know. But I see they are. Ole Miss has done a great job. LSU men's basketball doesn't do a good job in the portal. It just hasn't, and I don't know if it will. I really don't. I don't see. I don't see him getting to the NCAA tournament next year either. I just don't see it.
Wow. So you mentioned Ole Miss. Ole Miss was, what did I say they were in this poll? I think they were 9, right? They were 9. They were the top, I think they were the number one portal class in football. So Ole Miss has really taken advantage of figuring out how to get NIL money to players and getting them there. I commend them for it. They're the top 10 in both sports.
Well, their collective is really well organized. Walker Jones has done a great job with their collective. It's probably one of the best collectives in college sports. People come to Ole Miss to other universities to see what they're doing in their collective to get tips. Ole Miss has done a great job in their collective. And look, they've got two coaches who everybody knows. Lane Kiffin is well known. Players like playing for him because he's kind of offbeat, kind of wide open, kind of, says what he thinks. A little bit like the Steve Spurrier of the New Millennium.
Right.
And I don't know. They've done a really good job in the portal in both cases. They'll probably pick fourth in the SEC this year in football preseason, probably. But you got Georgia, Texas, Alabama, and probably Ole Miss. Yeah.
I want to talk to you today because there's a $2.7 billion lawsuit that former NCAA athletes have sued in order to retain money that they claim they would have made. And, the court's final decision on all of this is sort of pending on giving the NCAA office, they're the ones that are now responsible for all this instead of the individual schools, to figure out what they're going to do with all of this, and also to figure out a new way of divvying out the money. And so the last thing I read, and they're not going to pay out the 2.7 bill until they figure out how they're going to start really sharing money with student athletes.